apes together, strong. Welcome back to another review. We are going to be talking about the amazing, the sensational, the unnecessarily brilliant movie that is War for the Planet of the Apes. And here's that back sign. Oh, you probably can't even read what it is. But anyway, I got this from the movie theater that I work at. They were giving this away for free to every patron that comes through. It's a promotional piece for the movie. Everyone gets one for free, and it's just a great addition onto the already massive hype train that the movie has. For real fans anyway, not for the people who just know it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of apes fighting. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's more than that. It's just war for the Planet of the Apes. And now I too had my, I would say, setbacks with trying to get into it, because when the first movie came out in Rise, I was like, I don't know if I'm really to trust another remake of a great franchise of the old, because I've seen tons and tons of movies, most than average person has, and I was like, remakes, reboots, prequels, sequels, nothing original. You guys are gonna ruin this. It's just gonna be like another forgettable bad attempt, and then when it's done, you'll be like, oh, there we go, another franchise ruined. Let's go and watch the originals now to get the bad taste out of our mouth. But when Rise came out, I was like, okay, all right, I like where this is going. And then Dawn came out, and I just lost all sense of direction in my life, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my goodness, this is just unbelievable. This is how you create characters who are not human beings, who kind of look the same. Michael Bay, take notes. This is how you create connection to human characters. Michael Bay, take notes. Every single person in the movie, be them ape or human, I had some sort of connection to them. I was able to understand. I was able to follow what their plot lies in the movie, what their motivation is in the movie. Can't do that with Transformers because no one gives a damn about anybody. And I don't care what anyone says, because in the last video, all of you, oh, we don't know who. No one cares about anyone except Optimus and Bumblebee. No one gives a damn about anyone else. To hell with Cade Yeager. But this movie does the exact opposite of that. Everyone here has a purpose. Everyone does something. They contribute to the plot. They aren't just shoved in for plot's sake just to move it forward. Everyone has a place. They have a motivation. And going back to Dawn, this movie carries on from 2 to 3 years after Dawn takes place, after the human encampment that was there in Dawn that they had made contact with, and they had a lot of just all around, I don't know how to deal with these people because we know how bad humans are. But Caesar's like, no, humans have the potential to be good. He's the bridge between both species. He's had his experiences with good and bad humans. And he has the notion that apes cannot be bad because apes are different than humans. But then here comes Koba, being a complete asshole, trying to start a war with the people that he despises down to his very core, with a good amount of sincerity. Everybody, you can understand why he hates them, because he's been tortured, beaten, tested on by them for years. So how can you have such this hatred that's born inside of you? How do you get rid of that? And Koba, he can't get past it. And he believes, Caesar, you like humans more than you like apes. So what are we supposed to do with that? I'll tell you what we do with that. Assassinate him. Get him out of here. I'm the leader now. And then at the end, Caesar ultimately is able to defeat Koba, but at a great risk to himself, his own personal character, and other people. They make the ultimate sacrifice of getting rid of him, but at that point, it's too late. The war's already started, and you can see that Caesar tried his best. And now in this movie, the war takes place, but don't come into the movie expecting a lot of action. This movie is not an action-driven movie. It's a drama narrative. It builds character. Don't expect a ton of explosions and everything else. Dawn was a way more action-based movie, but this right here, this is meant for you to purely connect on an emotional level and to understand the trials and tribulation that Caesar is going through, the personal turmoil that he has, and Koba's downfall and the aftermath of that. And it opens up to them getting constantly attacked, constantly hounded by this military that's from this base up north that was established in the last movie, but they haven't been able to pinpoint their base. But finally, they're able to pinpoint it. And Caesar must make the ultimate decision: do we leave or do we stay and just wait it out? But waiting it out isn't going to help. So he knows we're going to have to leave, but he does so very cautiously. But unfortunately, a soldier ends up finding him, and it spurs the entire just genocide further of just killing apes. And we also see apes who are loyal to Koba, who have turned sides to the humans because they are afraid in a certain sense of what Caesar will do to them and what other apes might do to them for being turncoats and just running away. So we get to see two dynastic groups, two of the same species on different sides, but we get to see them in the choices that they make. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but Caesar just can't get the hatred. He has the same amount of hatred that Koba had for these people. He's like, this one person in particular, the Colonel, played by Woody Harrelson. He's like, I gotta get him. Once I get him, then I can be at peace. But everyone was like, we don't have time for this. Just like, no, he's like, no, I gotta get him. Just that one him. Yeah, then we're fine. But he has to make that sort of adjustment to where, do I do what's right for me and my revenge, or do I do what's right for apes as a whole? And he has to make difficult decisions throughout the movie. Sometimes you may not agree with his decisions. Other times you may, but you'll see that, was it really worth it doing all of this? He has a very great balance between right and wrong in this movie. And the line between right and wrong blurs to the point that you just don't know what to expect, even from the Colonel himself. From a certain standpoint, you can understand why he does what he does. And everything in the movie is handled greatly. This is a purely ape movie. It's not really too many humans in this movie. It goes to show that characters who are not human, who are mainly special effects driven, can still instill feeling into you as a character, because when they've been this greatly developed. And we have this great scene that where when they do get captured, Caesar is in the prison encampment, and he sees the other apes getting beaten and all that. And then they're supposed to be working on something. And then one ape in particular messes up and drops something, so they bring him out, and they're like, shouldn't drop it, start whooping him and stuff. And then Caesar just sees this, he's like, leave him! And then everyone's, it's because Caesar, that is how amazing he is. He still commands authority. Everyone's like, oh, Caesar said, oh yeah, and everybody stands up. It was like, that's why we are amazing. That's how you are that amazing, Caesar. And everyone who is a part of the tribe and stuff, they say, this is why you're our leader. And the movie also delves into the fact that, can apes survive without Caesar? At the very beginning of the movie, they're so dependent on him because of how amazing he is. He's like, can we really survive in a world without him? The genius, the amount of greatness that Caesar has passed down to him from his human counterparts and everything that he's known, and the level of wise that he possesses. Like, can we go without him? Are we as great without him? The movie talks about all of those things in a very neatly wrote package that is War for the Planet of the Apes. I unfortunately didn't get to see it a little bit earlier. There was a special screening of it on Wednesday, but I didn't get a chance to see that. But I did see it last night. It was well worth the wait. Great all-around movie. Special effects amazing. The apes look more real than they ever have. Give Andy Serkis an Oscar, please. If he does not have one now, I don't think he does. Give him one now. Give him one now. I don't know what more does it take for this man to get an. I mean, what more do you want? What more can he do at this point? If Andy Serkis, come on, he played Gollum. He played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Anyway, amazing movie. I cannot recommend it enough. Go out and watch it. Best movie of the summer so far. Maybe arguably best movie of the year. A very, very great way to end the franchise as of this moment. I'm not sure if they plan any more like the originals, but if they do or if they don't, I'm actually looking forward to it. And I usually don't like sequels for no reason, or a certain amount of sequels, but I'm potentially open to a continuation of this, because it was just great all around experience. But I want to thank you all for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Please do it for the apes. Do it for Caesar. Please. Thank you.